Our crews are on the scene of a developing story, a home invasion. 4 people shot. We'll have more details from investigators. And the 2 messages Bishop Eddie Long wanted to get out to his congregation tonight. Coming up next.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crow. It's Tuesday, September 28th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $23 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if we can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first number tonight is 38. That's followed by 10. Up next, we have 2. The next number is 13. And the final white ball for this Tuesday evening is 36. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball number is 18. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 38, 10, 2, 13, 36, and the gold Mega Ball is 18. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Friday's jackpot could be worth $32 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Justin Farmer and Torpedo Moore. Weekdays on Channel 2 Action News at 5. Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News Night Beat. Coverage you can count on.
We're on the scene of a developing story. 4 people shot when gunmen stormed a home and recording studio. Good evening. I'm Monica Pearson.
I'm Justin Farmer, and right now the chief of police is on the scene, and we are told at least 2 people with guns somehow got into the home. This happened on Martin Street in southeast Atlanta, and that is where Channel 2's John Bachman is live with this developing story.
Justin, police are telling me that 4 people, as you said, were shot inside the home. It's just beyond the second row of crime scene tape right there on the right. In fact, police say one of the victims was hit so badly he is not expected to make it. Now, neighbors here have gathered to watch to see what is happening here. They're not saying a whole lot. However, they are telling me that there was a recording studio in the house. The crime scene extends a full block. The focus, this house. Police say gunmen stormed 518 Martin Street at 8:30 Tuesday night.
We believe right now we have information that suggests that there were at least 2 different shooters. Some of the residents saw at least 4 individuals fleeing the scene, but at this point we have not been able to confirm actually how many people were inside of the residence. 2
gunmen, and police say they may have known their victims because there was no sign of forced entry. Once inside, they ordered the 5 people to the floor. All right, so we know now that police are telling us that once the gunmen got inside, they didn't make any demands. They ordered the folks down on the floor, and then apparently, according to police, one of the victims tried to wrestle the gun away from one of the gunmen. That is when the shooting started. Again, 4 people hit. 1 victim, police say, is not expected to make it tonight. Now, we have also learned that officers, after the shooting, stopped a car not far from here, just past Turner Field, on the other side of the connector. Detectives are over there right now trying to determine if that car is in any way connected to all of this. We will, of course, stay here, continue to gather all of the information, and keep you posted. For now, reporting live in southeast Atlanta, John Bachman, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat.
Tonight, former President Jimmy Carter is resting at a Cleveland, Ohio hospital. Mr. Carter felt sick to his stomach on a flight from Atlanta to Cleveland. An ambulance rushed him to the hospital where he's staying the night as a precaution. A Carter Center spokeswoman tells us he's fine.
You hear someone like that who's an icon in this community being ill, and he's 85 years old, you get worried. But I'm glad to hear he's doing much better.
The former president is on a book tour. He is expected to resume that tour tomorrow in Washington, D.C. Mr. Carter turns 86 years old Friday.
Happening right now, bridge repairs are going on in Cobb County. Here's a live look tonight. State Department of Transportation crews have closed all but one eastbound lane of I-20 near Six Flags. The reason for this, a chunk of concrete fell onto some traffic this morning, damaging at least 4 vehicles. The accident made Alan Hudgens late to work.
A new poll shows Republican gubernatorial candidate Nathan Deal now leads his Democratic challenger, former Governor Roy Barnes. The Insider Advantage poll shows Deal leads with 45% compared to Barnes with 37%. Libertarian John Mons is at 5% with 13% undecided. Channel 2's political analyst Matt Towery says Barnes' ads attacking Deal are not working.
You know, you've shown us the bad part about Nathan Deal. We're taking a look at you, but you're still a Democrat, and you haven't given us anything to vote for. And I think that's what really the Barnes campaign has to do now.
Deal has a new ad. It talks about his plan to bring jobs to Georgia, but does not mention his opponent.
New at 11, Bishop Eddie Long spoke to his congregation for the second time.
I'd be scared to show up. I'd be scared to look at you. But there's something in me bigger than the situation.
What he talked about and what he left out again.
I'm Glenn Burns in Severe Weather Center 2. Tonight, tropical depression number 16 could have an impact on our weather down the road. Stay tuned. Your forecast is next.
Plus, we're learning more about what caused a small plane to land on Interstate 85, the mistake that could be to blame.
And an armed robber stormed into a grocery store, throwing customers and employees to the floor. He got the money, but wasn't done. What happened next?
Closed captioning brought to you by Attorney Ken Nugent. One call, that's all.
You never know when news will break, but when it does, no one swarms on breaking news like we do. And in between those times, Channel 2 Action News is committed to bring you compelling stories of the day from neighborhoods all over Georgia. We invite you to join us every day. Count on Channel 2 Action News for breaking news whenever it happens. And important local stories every day, starting at 5 p.m. Now that's coverage you can count on.
New at 11, tonight, Bishop Eddie Long talked to members of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church for the second time this week. And while he addressed the accusations of sex abuse once again, he did not publicly proclaim his innocence. Many people, Monica, celebrating these cooler temperatures, aren't they?
I love these cool mornings and cool evenings. Oh, it's over. Can we expect some more of this tomorrow?
Absolutely. It's the Goldilocks week. Not too hot, not too cool. Right around just perfect. And boy, outside tonight, we have a beautiful night going. We have fair skies, and let me show you the current weather temperature right now in Atlanta. We're at 65 degrees. Skies are fair, humidity at 68%, and a light northwesterly breeze is blowing around 3 miles per hour. Of course, no rainfall to report today. We had plenty yesterday. Now let's take a look at the weather maps, and as we go on through the night tonight, we'll see these fair clouds, these high cirrus clouds begin to blow out and dissipate a little bit. Now down to our south, we are watching tropical depression number 16, and so is the National Hurricane Center. Here it is just off the southwestern coast of Cuba. Now it's getting a little bit stronger, a little better organized tonight, and could actually become Tropical Storm Nicole either late tonight or possibly tomorrow, and then it's going to link up with this cold front that's stalled out across Florida, and then you become entangled with that. But the bottom line is you're going to see very heavy rain along the coastal areas. In fact, tomorrow morning you can see some of that rain pushing in to South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe even the Georgia coast. Now we're going to see clouds on the increase across the Georgia, South Carolina state line through about lunchtime tomorrow, but sunshine galore across northern Georgia. Then toward the afternoon, skies are going to turn partly cloudy here, and by 11 o'clock in the evening, we could see some upslope rain. The mountains and the higher terrain across northern Georgia causing this moisture to lift into the atmosphere. So we could see some light showers or perhaps some drizzle across the northeast Georgia mountains, then over toward the Lake Hartwell area. That's through tomorrow night, but rain-free in the metro Atlanta area. Very pleasant start to our morning, too. Low temperature 59 degrees in Atlanta, 54 degrees in Carrollton, 55 in Griffin, 59 degrees in Athens. And how about Blairsville? Morning low of 49, but the air's dry, so it's going to warm up in a hurry tomorrow. 79 degrees for Atlanta and Athens and Carrollton. We'll see the lower 80s to our south. LaGrange and Griffin and over toward the Eden area will be in those lower 80s, and we'll stay in the mid-70s up in the North Georgia mountains. Now let's take you back onto Thursday. Here's the depression that will be entangled in this front. This warm front will actually start to push back a little bit toward the west, kind of backwards, and you can see some of that moisture may make its way into the North Georgia area by lunchtime, and that's on Thursday. But again, the models have to resolve this situation, and a lot can happen between now and then, so we'll have an update, of course, for you tomorrow. And then by 3 in the afternoon, the showers end, and then we're going to see those clouds begin to push out by Thursday afternoon, late in the afternoon. And then another cool front's coming in. That'll be on Thursday night. No weather with it, but it's just going to reinforce the cool air that is already here. Rest of tonight, we're looking for fair to partly cloudy skies and a low of 59 degrees. 5-day forecast, great looking weather week ahead, 79 degrees Thursday. And we'll wait and see if we get any showers from that tropical depression. 81 sunshine on your Friday. We'll see mid and upper 70s for Saturday and Sunday with sunshine continuing. Fishing game outlook for tomorrow. Your peak fishing game activity will be 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Karen will have the latest on tropical depression number 16 first thing tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much. And what do you have? What do you have? Pieces of history went on the auction block today. What fans took home from the old Varsity Junior?
And a thief cannot keep some local Cub Scouts from going on their big camping trip. The Atlanta-based movie mogul helping to keep their dreams alive.
And here's another look at tonight's winning Mega Millions numbers. The Cash 4 and Fantasy 5 drawings will follow this newscast.
Weather on Channel 2 brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Call 1-800-LAW-NEED for your free consultation.
This Fish and Game Update is brought to you by North Carolina Tourism.
Every night, Channel 2 Action News brings you a complete summary of the day's top stories, major news, breaking news. Every night, join us for the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat every night at 11. Coverage you can count on.
We now have some breaking news out of Forsyth County. Right now, firefighters are searching for a teenage boy at Lake Lanier. They tell us the 15-year-old disappeared tonight about 7:30. He was last spotted riding a personal watercraft on the lake with his father. The two became separated, and the teenager has not been seen since. Now, we're told that the boy was wearing a flotation device. Crews plan to search by ground, water, and air for him until he is found or until daylight. We are sending a crew, and we will bring you any new information.
A local actor, director, movie mogul is coming to the rescue of a Cub Scout pack. Their camping gear was stolen. Tyler Perry called our news desk after we aired a story about how the DeKalb County Scouts had to cancel their camping trip because of the theft. Perry said he wanted to give them $10,000. Channel 2 Action News was the only station at the Tyler Perry studios today when the Scouts received their donation.
The old Varsity Junior in Northeast Atlanta may be gone, but not forgotten for many. Today, many people went up to purchase items from the restaurant at an auction. This man took home a bunch of chairs. He told us that he just wanted to have a memory of the place. The owners shut down this location after a dispute with the city of Atlanta over expansion plans.
The texting while driving ban may be backfiring. The new study that shows accidents actually increased.
And a man opened fire on one of America's largest college campuses today. We've learned who the gunman was.
Don't miss Bobby Cox's final games as Braves manager. Be there when the Braves take on the Phillies October 1st through the 3rd. For tickets, call or visit Braves.com.
If the Braves are to make the playoffs and do well in it, once they are there, they will have to do so without the services of Martin Prado, who is lost for the year with a torn oblique muscle. After looking at his MRI results late this afternoon, doctors said Prado needs 2 months of rest with zero activity, but he should be ready for spring training. He's looking for leadership, looking for his guys to step up on offense, defense, and special teams. They will get a chance this Saturday at Wake Forest.
And Tech really was supposed to be better than this, right?
They will be. Remember, last year they started out 1-1, like they are right now. And, of course, last year they won the ACC.
Thank you, Zach. And thank you for counting on Channel 2 Action News.
We'll see you the next time news breaks and again tomorrow morning for Channel 2 Action News this morning beginning at 4:30.
Remember, you can always find us at WSB-TV.com. We'll see you tomorrow.